YouTube, friends. Does anyone know where that's from? Hello. Seinfeld. Okay, I'll move on. Today, reformer series with the box. I love this series. I know you're probably getting tired of me saying, I love it. But this is a great one with the short box in this position. If you can see, I've got the short box shoved almost to the edge of the carriage. That's how I'm going to be set up for this, I'd say about 20-minute segment that I usually teach as part of an hour-long reformer class. The box I usually have on the rails. I do some things over there, and then I bring it to this position to almost finish out my class. Yeah, it's a great one. Set up, as I said, box scooted forward, almost right there on the edge. Short length, headrest down, foot bar up. I am on the lightest spring. That's a yellow for me in Balanced Body. Your lightest one you have. Let's get started and do a little bit of a mermaid to start things off. I'm still going to face you. I'm going to scoot myself back. One leg's going to be bent on the box. My top leg, which is my right leg, is going to extend long. Okay, I'm not sitting back like this. I'm trying to stack my hips. Stack like I'm in between two panes of glass. All right, hand on the foot bar. Let's do it. Pressing the carriage away, arm goes up and over. That's optional. And back on in. Oops, you might hit the carriage. If you do, you might want to scoot yourself a little bit more towards the foot bar like I just did. Here we go again. Arm long, getting that nice lateral flexion. And then back on through center. All right, that top leg is straight. That might not be doable for some people. What do? You can always bend that knee like this. Totally up to you. Let's keep going. Reaching long with that top arm. This is a lightweight, so take it easy. All right. Maybe you want to lift that top leg a bit as you go on out. Be my guest. And then back. Few more here. One more for good measure. Pressing away. Long fingertips, length. And back. On this next one, I'm going to keep that foot down as I laterally flex. Pause. Rotate. Find the foot bar with that top hand. Move the other hand over on that foot bar. Press the carriage away. Float that top leg. And then coming on back, drop that top leg, finding your best extension. Here we go. This feels pretty darn good to me. Like I said, this segment for me is always taught towards the end of my class. So finding the stretch always is a winner for my clients. And I'm knocking out lateral flexion in that side bend and a little bit of extension. Who likes to multitask? I know I do. So I'm working the spine in two directions, which is great. Pressing away. I'm trying to drop my right shoulder square towards that yellow spring. Give me your best one here. Out. And coming all the way on in and back through center. Your forearm's going to go down on the foot bar. Here I am. Not like this. Shoulder away from the ear. Top hand goes on hip, square. Hips are nice and stacked. Let's lift that top leg and lower, pointing that toe. I don't care how high you lift the leg, if it's maybe right here. I mean, even a half an inch, do what you can do. Sure, if I press the carriage away more, I could get that leg up higher, but look at how kind of ridiculous I look. That shoulder's gonna hurt. So we move it back on in. I'm slightly behind that forearm. Up and down. Goal to keep that carriage steady, which of course it's not gonna be totally steady. I'm not crazy, it's gonna move a little bit, but doing your best to keep it steady. On this next one, I want you to hold that leg up there, keep that toe pointed, tiny circles around. All right, we're circling at the bum, booty, etc. Whole leg is circling. It's not that big of a move. By the way, if you don't want your hand on your hip, do whatever, I don't care. For me, that's where I'm staying. Circle. Tiny saucer size circle. Let's reverse. All right, I'm starting to get a little tired. When you get tired, this is what happens. Try not to do that. Try to stay nice and lengthened through this bottom side. All right, I kind of messed up what I was doing. Hold still here, flex that foot. Top hand goes behind head, bend that knee, side crunch, elbow towards top of that, and extend. Crunch. All right, again, keeping that carriage still. Best I can. So we're not doing this. We're more side bend and back. Love me some muffin top work right there. Because after all, I really think that the best part of the muffin is the top. What do you think? We're almost there. 2. 1, we got one more thing here. Keep that leg straight. Keep that arm where it is. Let's take that leg forward. And back. As my leg goes forward, I'm sticking my booty back. Yeah, I know. It's bad. I'm doing this with you. I know it. Yes, you can. Take a breath. We're almost there. I want 2 of your best, and then we're stretching. This is it. 1, done. Don't hate me. Turn. Face back, the reformer. Figure 4 stretch. Take that right foot, cross it over that left thigh. Oh my gosh. Round over. It's a doozy. Oh, so good though, right? Love bar work. Kind of similar in a bar class on the reformer. It's my jam. 1 more stretch. Cross that right leg over the left like you're sitting at a nice dinner party. Or rotate. Look over that right shoulder. My palm is pressing against the outside of that right knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Coming back through center. Other side. Turn. I'm facing away from you. Sorry. Oh, it feels good to bend that working leg on top of that box. Again, we're going back to mermaid. Remember, scoot yourself a little bit more towards the spring. Hand in the center of that foot bar. Keep that top leg down. Let's find that side bend. And back. Reach long. All right, there are no surprises on this side. You know what's happening. Keeping those hips stacked. This is what can go wrong when you're leaning like this. Try to stack those hips and continue. Option, as you press the carriage away, lift that top leg only if you'd like. And then back. As I'm bringing the carriage in, I'm feeling this nice little crunch here in my obliques. One more. On this next one, let's laterally flex and pause. Rotate. Find that foot bar carefully. Move that other hand over. Press the carriage away, trying to get those arms long. Lift that top leg. I'm dropping my left shoulder, trying to square those shoulders down to my yellow spring. And back up. Take this slow. And breathe. Oh yeah. Feels oh so good. The calm before the storm. Let's just enjoy it. With each and every extension, I'm finding even more length. Coming in and I want one more. Back and up. Top leg stays long. Forearm goes down. My hand's going to be on my hip. Scooting myself a little bit away on the box so my hips are still stacked. Hold it here. Let's lift that top leg and lower. You're going to look different than me. You might be a little further towards the rails. You might be a little further in. You find a position that you can hold that's comfortable for that stabilizing shoulder and shoulder away from your ear. Up and down. This isn't going to be that big of a range of motion. Hold. Keep the toe pointed. Tiny circles around. Working back here. That's where the circle's coming from, not the foot. Nobody wants to work their feet out, except when we're doing footwork, maybe. Reverse. That leg is as straight as a pin. Take a breath and lose that tension in your upper body. A few more. Hold. Flex that foot. Hand goes behind the head. Crunch. And extend. Crunch, then chest goes proud towards the wall that's in front of me, lifting heavy through that forearm. Like I've said 100 times, that shoulder away from the ear. My foot's flexed. You do you, doesn't matter to me. This is it. Hold. All right, hold it here. Leg is going to come forward and swing it back. Okay, this one is no fun. Take a breath in, I promise. That's going to help. The bottom of the foot is looking straight ahead of you. Don't worry about your range of motion. Few more. Get that leg up there. Don't let it drop. I want 2 more. This is it. And 1. Done. Up we go. Turn. Face the back. Okay. Figure 4 stretch. Left foot crosses over right thigh. Whatever leg you just worked, cross it over and round over. Hang here. Breathe. I love a figure 4 stretch. Wiggle around. Find that sticky spot. Another breath in and out. On up we go. Cross that leg over the other. Rotate and sit up tall. Trying to act like a lady here. And that's your series. Try it out. I've tried it on various springs. For me, the lightest one you have is the winner. I sometimes think with a blue, it's a bit heavy to hold that forearm down onto the foot bar, but hey, that's me. It's not you. Hope you enjoyed this segment. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like, and subscribe for more reformer mat, springboard and chair. I will see you soon.